Live here in Brooklyn, New York. So right now we looking at snowstorm here in Brooklyn. It's a big deal. Everybody's talking about it. The snow is falling and water is on the ground, frozen water. Look at the Belt Parkway. Look at the Belt Parkway. It's really bad. You can imagine the time right now. Let me give you the exact time. They actually have to shut this down. The cops might just have to shut this down because it's bad out there. Well, you can see they actually have machines cleaning right now. And now vehicles are coming again. It's bad. The east side bound traffic lane is pretty much, they're not cleaning it. They probably just letting vehicles go out of the city. They don't let vehicles come in. Seems so. Seems like but they're still coming. They just that so much snow on the ground. So, you know, if you were really wondering, right? And you're like, where is this? Live here in Brooklyn, New York, in the United States of America. The time right now is 1:52 in the PM. Sunday, January 25, 2026. And life continues. The snowstorm is here. They're calling it the worst snowstorm in at least over 8 years, allegedly. Allegedly. And that's what I'm seeing. Lots of white stuff on the ground. 12th Street Bridge is pretty much shut down. People were getting stuck, and I think the cops shut it down a short while ago because they're not cleaning this bridge. And it seemed like they shut it down. Let me look and see. Yep, vehicles can't go. They're just getting stuck on the bridge, okay? They're getting stuck on the bridge. You just see a snow plow pass in the background. A big snow plow pass in the background. Right? Oh, it's still open, look. See how much snow? To give you an idea how bad the snow is. And allegedly, it's going to stay under 29 degrees for at least a week. For at least a week. You can see how the cars are. If you want to compare the street that haven't been plowed, surprised they ain't plowed around the fire department. But if you look at this street, it haven't been plowed, and you can get an idea of how it is. See, we don't get high snowfalls here in Brooklyn, so when snow actually falls, it's a big deal. These things, I wonder if these things are going to collapse. Is that going to collapse? So much snow is piling up there. Let's enjoy the snow for a few seconds. I'll be back. I'm not going to be here very long. And the live stream, the TrafficCam is going to come back, but it's going to be on another channel. Brooklyn live stream. This is what they call discipline, and you cannot quit. That's what makes winners, not how you feel. Not what you believe is what it is. And feelings.
Can this company use your house to trial their radically simple new roofing technology? They're looking for homeowners within valid states to test this. Can this company use your house to trial their radically simple new roofing technology? They're looking for homeowners within valid states to test this.
Yeah, so here what's going on right now. It's kind of crazy, right? Like I said, we live here in Brooklyn, and people refuse to get off the road. Well, like I said before, earlier, it had these big trucks creating out the snow. But most of this area of Brooklyn, can you believe it? This is the Belt Parkway. It usually be crazily busy at this hour. But most of the people are staying off. I saw a couple of vehicles get stuck already. But it is what it is. Allegedly, it's a snow day. Allegedly. Look at people walking through the snow. They have the whole road for themselves, right? They have the whole road for themselves. They have the whole road to 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 themselves. Brooklyn. Oh, the fire department. Let me see what's going on. Oh, they come and clean up outside. I was like, they're not cleaning. Fire department is cleaning outside. They build. People walking in the street because the sidewalk is too, at least in the street they graded out some of the snow in the street, right? But other parts is just too thick to walk. So people walking in the street, you see? In the street. So let's check this firehouse. What's going on here? The flag is still waving. USA! 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 They finished cleaning in front there. You can see, this is live telecast of snow 2026 here in Brooklyn. Brooklyn! I'm bringing to you a live telecast, live webcast of snowfall here in Brooklyn. The snow is starting to slow down, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait until the snow slows down to start showing you what's going on, because you can't really see much when the snow was coming down heavy, you know. And I was doing other stuff. They cleaned some of the lanes, so you've seen some vehicles are going by. This side haven't been cleaned much, but most vehicles are going. That side takes you to the Verrazano Bridge. And let's look at Walking in the street, walking in the street. Brooklyn, Brooklyn. So, what are you talking? Make a comment and let me know what's going on, you guys. Tell me what's going on, you guys. I'm live here in Brooklyn, and I'm just looking out of a window and seeing, and this is what I'm seeing. Live here in Brooklyn, New York, USA. So, as you can see, another person is walking by, more people is walking by, and the bridge is shut down. Pretty much, you don't seeing much of any action, right? And you know why, because it's a snow day. It's a snow day here. And it's like, wow. Every now and then a vehicle, I saw a couple of vehicles stuck already. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to just enjoy this snow day by myself. Look at the trucks, what they're pushing. Look at them pushing ice. See them pushing ice, and now all of a sudden, vehicles on they come. They have a cop, and they'll access a ride. So, well, they do have garbage. They do have the sanitation trucks pushing the ice. You saw that there, right? You were able to saw that. You witnessed that. And you see how much ice, there was snow they were pushing. So now this side look a lot clearer. They just have one big contingent of them going. So it seems like every half an hour they come by. Not every half an hour, like every hour and a half or so. They come by. Or it could even be more. I'm not paying attention to the time. And now it looked like you could kind of see the ground over there. And now more cars going to start coming. And remember, this snow going to be on the ground for a while because allegedly it's not going to get over 29 degrees until after next week Sunday. Allegedly. Right. So, what's going on right now, as you can see, they cleared it. They haven't come and cleared the bridge, right? Nobody has come and cleared the bridge. The bridge is being neglected, for lack of a better term. The bridge is being neglected, right? There's some kind of neglectation. There's like some kind of neglectation going on the bridge. Is that a word? Neglectation? There's some neglectation going on the bridge when it comes to cleaning the snow. But they, oh, is the bridge, is Coney Island Bridge shut?
Sorry for disturbing you.
Is Coney Island Bridge shut down? Coney Island Bridge shut down? I'm going to mute this for a second because I need to talk on the phone. So for right now, let's just watch what's going on. Alright, so they're pulling out a vehicle here. As you can see, some kind of vehicle shenanigans going on. They're going to move a vehicle with frozen ice around it. So allegedly, they're going to move this vehicle and just snow on the ground. So we watching people moving frozen water in order to move a mechanical instrument from one location to another. Scientifically, this is traveling. The snow is traveling, the hand is traveling, sometimes the foot is traveling. So this is an interest for the channel. I need to travel now. So like I said, right now we are watching a mechanical object, people trying to move it because a lot of frozen water is stopping it from moving. And allegedly they need to travel from that location. You can see the wheel is spinning, right? This is why they just say avoid the snow. Because the wheel is spinning. The wheel is spinning, right? Let's look at this wheel. The wheel is spinning. And they're doing what it takes to try to move this thing from there. See all that the cars, the glass is full up of snow. They're trying to move this thing from there. Snow here in Brooklyn! Brooklyn! Brooklyn, Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Hey Google, play 1010 Wins Radio. So we're going to hear what they're talking about. Let's hear what they're talking about the storm for a minute on 1010 Wins.
Good afternoon. Snowing 13 degrees with a real feel of 8 below zero at 2:40. I'm Bridget Quinn. Here's what's happening. The biggest winter storm in years showing no signs of letting up.
An Arctic siege has taken over our state.
Governor Hochul at an Albany briefing.
Brooklyn! Brooklyn!
Live AccuWeather coming right up about when it will wind down. We could get a foot in the city if the snow doesn't turn to sleet soon. The mayor has made the call on the city schools. The buildings will be closed. Kids will have to learn remotely. Amanda Alexander was at the Camden Plaza briefing where Mamdani was also asked about the deaths of 5 New Yorkers in the extreme weather. LaGuardia Airport closed and nationwide nearly 14,000 flights canceled. New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill telling 1010 Wins they hope to have NJT running again in the morning, but there's no set time. Other commuter rails are on a modified schedule. AccuWeather details coming right up, but the winter storm warning is in effect until 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. At 2:41, let's get you where you need to go. And Andre Farrell, we hope you don't have to go anywhere.
Exactly. I mean, these roads are more than slick and snow covered, and visibility isn't great, but you throw in the ice on top of the snow, and that's what makes this storm, especially driving in it, way more tricky. Now, if you're using the Route 80 ride in New Jersey, westbound over by exit 60, and a lot of police activity going on there. I'm taking a look at the Subaru Forest storm cam, and that's what it's showing me, and I'm seeing some delays as well. Again, going over any or down any inclines or up any inclines, you want to proceed with even more caution because the roads are so icy. Most of the cameras I'm looking at...
Is he going to go? I think he's going to stay there all right. He didn't move enough snow. I don't think he moved enough snow. Is he trying to go into the garage? Is he trying to go into the garage? He didn't move enough snow.
Now, in the city, starting to see a little bit more black tar on
Yeah,
the
move all the snow from there.
as the plows are going by, and there's some salters and spreaders, so we're starting to see a little bit of a better pattern there. But again, there's still ice and extreme weather to continue to deal with the temperatures, around 15 degrees. We're going to get the forecast coming up next. Keep in mind, bus service is suspended in and out of New York City at Port Authority, and this report was sponsored by Subaru Forester Hybrid. Andre Ferro, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
And yes, indeed, we are getting the AccuWeather forecast live. We go to meteorologist Brian Thompson tracking that changeover from snow to sleet. That's crucial, right?
That really is, Bridget, and we've been watching that mixing line making its way northward across the area. It's made it a little north of Interstate 80 in New Jersey, and it looks like through most of the city now, even into the Bronx, we're starting to see that change over to some sleets, and we're also seeing that across Long Island, through Nassau and Suffolk counties, seeing many reports of some sleet now starting to mix in. So again, we're starting to see this changeover happen. What that means is we're not going to see probably much in the way of additional snow accumulation. A lot of what's on the ground, that's going to be the bulk of what falls from this storm. We're going to add some sleet on top. That's not good news because the sleet's going to make things heavier weight-wise and make it a little more difficult to remove. Something to keep in mind if you're going to be shoveling, as we will continue to have this snow and sleet through the rest of the afternoon. High temperatures late in the day will reach only about 19 degrees, so it's a very cold afternoon. Temperatures are only in the teens now. We'll see those temperatures hold in the teens tonight. Now, the sleet may end as some flurries, but by midnight, I think most of the precipitation will be done with at that point. So again, around 8 or 9 inches probably for much of the area. Amounts of closer to a foot likely north and west, especially toward the Hudson Valley, where it's going to take a lot longer for the sleet to mix in. Some places may never even mix, and those areas could easily see over a foot of snow by the time it's all said and done. And then after that, the snow doesn't really go anywhere anytime soon. Highs will only be near 20 as we head toward midweek. Bridget?
Alrighty, Brian, back with you in just a little bit. We thank you. All right, well, let's get a first-hand account. Mary Lynn Buckley is out there, this time on the Lower East Side. Mary Lynn, I imagine it doesn't make it any more pleasant for you. But
you almost made it.
Have you seen the snow?
Yeah, keep going. Why are you wrestling?
Honestly, no, it's still really coming down pretty heavy. It's to the point where people are actually walking in the streets because the streets are getting plowed and a lot of the sidewalks haven't been shoveled yet. So it's actually easier to walk in the streets on some of these sidewalks than battling it out on the sidewalk. But that snow, it's coming down really heavy still, and it is still sticking to the ground. We still don't really see any of the black tar on the street. It's all covered in white. And even we're at the point where on the road you're driving, a lot of people have had to pull over, put their hazards on, and clean off their windshield wipers because those are freezing over too. So the snow keeps coming down, but the bottom layer is really turning into ice, and we have several inches. I mean, when I'm walking, it's going up to my mid-shin area. So if you don't have those snow boots, just stay home because the sneakers are not going to cut it today. Mary Lynn Buckley, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM. We're live on the Lower East Side.
All right, Mary Lynn, we thank you. Both Governor Hochul and Mayor Mamdani held briefings today. The mayor and his school's chief talking about the decision to go remote tomorrow.
Remember when no school meant no
live here in Brooklyn.
For the days.
Students
Brooklyn
will receive both real-time and asynchronous instruction. Students, don't worry. There are many hours in the day. There will be time to enjoy the snow, too.
School's Chancellor Kamar Samuel's there letting the kiddies know it's business as usual just from your home. Now, could they have had the full day? Maybe years ago. Mayor Mamdani says the city has to
have 180 days of instruction. And given the additions of holidays over the past few administrations, it reduces the flexibility that we can have to have an old-fashioned snow day.
Sorry, kids. Make sure your brains and laptops are charged. Amanda Alexander, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Brooklyn.
Well, the mayor also talked about the deaths of some New Yorkers in the cold.
Yesterday alone, before the snow had even begun to come down, at least 5 New Yorkers passed away and were found outside. I send my deepest condolences to their families and loved ones. While we do not yet know their causes of death, there is no more powerful reminder of the danger of extreme cold and how vulnerable many of our neighbors are, especially homeless New Yorkers.
And yet, Mamdani said of the 5 who died, it does not appear they were homeless. 1010 Wings spoke live earlier with New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill about New Jersey Transit suspending trains as of this afternoon. She says they hope to have buses and then the trains running again sometime tomorrow morning. and that she'd have a better idea of the timeline this evening, maybe after 5 o'clock. As for the roads in Jersey,
we have just seen our Department of Public Works workers, our troopers, and others working around the clock. I just returned from a salting facility in Bordentown for the Turnpike. They are just moving shifts in and out.
And as for New York's Hochul's update, she says, do not think that this storm is out of here anytime soon.
Everyone across the state should prepare for a solid day.
So that was my little telecast, my little update
This afternoon and through
of the biggest snow in over 8 years, allegedly, in Brooklyn, New York City. Brooklyn. Wherever, ever so often, I need to travel now. I need to get from one location to another. And sometimes, I just do it. I'll do it. Brooklyn, 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 New York, USA. Brooklyn, 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 New York, USA. Snow, 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 Brooklyn, snow, snow. So what else coming big here in Brooklyn? I have to do some live streaming coming up, and I'm going to be like, you know what? Let's figure out, it's a snow, it's snow, the ground is snow, right? Snow is just snow. Here in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York. It is just snowing, snowing, snowing. We just seeing snow, snow. We seeing the remnants of snow. It's a snow day. It's a snow day. Why are we seeing snow? It's a snow day. It's a snow day. Why are we seeing snow? The snow has fallen onto the ground, and then we have to wait for it to melt around. Snow, 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 snow. Snow, 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 snow. Yep, snow, snow in Brooklyn. Brooklyn snow, Brooklyn snow, Brooklyn snow, 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 snow. You got the plows, snow plows. Snow plows is like moving, snow plows, and they have a patrol. And they have a wrecker and patrol. Subscribe. I need to travel now. Subscribe. I need to travel now.